Yo, 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 what is going on, COD Familia? It is your boy BN, aka Mr. Kingdom Builder, and today we are going to be touching on the latest update here for Call of Dragons 1.0.9, codename Red Rock Flames, and we're going to give you guys a full breakdown and review of everything that's going to be coming out in this update via the notes that we just got the in-game mail on, well, I think it was 6 hours ago from what it was said. So this was actually just a couple hours sent after I ended up heading the sack for some nice shut-eye. With that in mind, I'll also be giving you my opinions on any of the notes / updates, changes that are going to be coming, either for some and or up to all. With that in mind, before we do officially get started, if you enjoy the content, as always, make sure you sub, like, ring the notification bell, and of course, if you want to join and be a part of our conversation, hit up the Discord. You can find a link to that in the pinned comment description right down below. Alrighty, this is probably going to be a long one, so let's strap in, because there does seem like a lot. And we're also going to be talking about these two adjustment and compensation mails that were sent out as well. So again, once we finish here with the update and the patch notes, right, if you want to stay for that, you're more than welcome. So biggest thing here is that we're going to be having the update released on November 3rd that you can see there. So given today's the 31st, we pretty much have 4 days. And then we're going to end up hitting the update. We're not really going to read through all the stuff, just because we want to try and get to the meat of it all. So the first one here is we have a new Behemoth is here. And again, remember, some of these things were touted before in the previous update. It says the power of magma has been rolling. Okay, I think that's it. So this is the Magma Daemon, ancient legendary fire that destroyed Norval Town, has reappeared. Oh gosh. And it says, note, the above two behemoths will be displayed on the continent map after the update, and alliances bordering the corresponding monster layers can challenge them. However, the summoning function for the Magma Daemon is still in development stage and is temporarily unavailable. Okay, so to me this is actually okay, right? Even if they're just allowing for you to do the PvE portion and challenge the behemoth to where you can at least still get the benefits, right? Again, whether that's the passive buffs that come along with it, having the fun of challenging it, even if you will eventually be able to summon it. I like this, right? If they feel confident that it's ready to be released at that stage where you can attempt, then I think that's great, and then they can add in the rest later. I don't think this is something that necessarily needs to be fully done. Again, it's beta, so it's understandable. It says, number 2, a smoother route to prosperity. Added the new policy, new policies, unobstructed, increases engineering ability by 400 to 2,000% when destroying barricades. That is going to be that's going to be a good one. The barricade play, in my opinion, thus far has actually been great. Just good positioning on the barricades for slowdowns. It adds such another element to the game. I absolutely love it. Number 2, adjusted the talent barricade destroyer before the update engineering. Dude, this is what I'm talking about, right? They're coming through and doing good before and afters. That's what I'd like to see, and I think that's something the community appreciates, right? You know, they because everything's listed in one line. It's not, oh, hey, here's what the new thing is now. It's nice to be able to compare when you're reading. So here we go. Ability is increased before the update, the ability was 400 to 2,000 when destroying barricades. After the update, engineering ability is increased by 200 to 1,000. Okay, so it basically got halved when destroying barricades. Now, this is the kicker here. You have unobstructed, which is increasing engineering ability when destroying barricades. Engineering ability is increased when destroying barricades. Oh, so I guess now there's just 2 talents. Maybe one goes up to 1,000 and the other one goes up to 2, and then they stack. I guess that's how I'm reading that, because they both say when destroying barricades. So I guess maybe they just wanted to be up to 3,000% total instead of 2,000. It says adjusted the barricade durability from 10,000 to 50,000 to 10,000 to 20. Wow, so barricades definitely getting a big nerf. I don't know if this was needed to do that much. I mean, I think it would have been fine maybe just to go, yeah, I don't know, maybe it would have been fine to try and do half first or, a third. I mean, again, I see people that are out there and they're, destroying them. But I think, the amount of time it takes for you to build, you could make the argument, excuse me, it is early in the morning, that it should be potentially the same amount of time, right? So if it takes you, 30 minutes to build a barricade, right, you can make the argument it should take you 30 minutes to destroy it, right? You can also make the argument that, maybe it could take you a little bit less time to destroy than it does to build, right? If you want to apply some IRL mechanics to it, right? Obviously, it takes someone, a builder longer to build something than it does to bring a wrecking ball or something to that effect, right? To destroy a house. But and obviously, it just depends. I'd love to hear what you guys think about this one. I mean, again, for me, it doesn't seem as though the barricades were that impactful as far as duration. I mean, I've seen when I've done some of my PvP videos where you'll see a bunch of people that are building, and then I'll see a bunch of people that are destroying, and then when I get on a little bit later, right, everything's gone. So I don't really know too much as far as what the impact is. However, I'd love to hear any feedback from you all as far as those who have built and destroyed barricades, right? Do you like this change? I mean, to me, this is a 60% increase or decrease, right? This just seems heavy to me in that regard. So it says optimized the content of some of the main quests. Completed quests will not be affected. Okay. Artifact improvements. After the Forge of Light event, the specific artifacts in this event will be put into the Universal Artifact Compendium. I like this because, and this is something I'm going to show in a later video that I've done, but there are different artifacts that you'll find for percentage chances in the Compendium versus just the Universal pools, or excuse me, in Forge of Light versus the Universal Artifact Compendium. So this I actually like. The specific time to enter the Universal Artifact Compendium is subject to the actual in-game situation. Adjusted the mechanism for some artifacts to cast artifact skills. Artifacts can gain rage in battle when the rage reaches the required points. When the rage reaches the required points, artifacts can be cast. The artifacts affected include, wow, so they're basically adding in generation to artifacts instead of just being able to immediately cast. I'm 50-50 on this, but let's see here, and I'll give some comments towards the end. The artifacts affected include Kingslayer, Dragonscale Armor, Shadow Blade, Swordland's Blade, Greymare, Grimmer's Warhammer, Springs of Silence, Viola's Bow, Phoenix Eye, Breath of Jargentis, Tears of Arvins. These are mostly legendaries. Heart Piercer, Archery Master's Manual, Magic Bomb, Staff of Spring, that's epic, Rapid Crossbow, Bone Cleaver, Crown of Berserker, and Ever Ice. Okay. So, don't get me wrong, this is big, because before, right, you could just immediately cast, or as of recording, right, currently, you could immediately cast an artifact. So I wonder if they're doing this so that way it doesn't just kind of become like the artifact spamming game, right? You actually have to engage in a fight in order to generate that rage, right, to hit your artifact. So it's not just, hey, we're gonna, fight, I'll be honest, I see it okay both ways. I haven't really noticed anything super impactful, right? I think the ability, the fact that you can hit, like a good example, right? This kind of goes back to what I was saying about like League of Legends, right? In the example before, you don't have to, hit someone with your normal attack damage in order to then cast a skill. Same thing in an RTS game, right? You look at something like StarCraft or Command and Conquer, Age of Empires, right? You don't have to go and do battle to generate skill points, at least to my knowledge. And so, being able to automatically hit a skill just adds another element. It adds that kind of poke element to the game and still gives you plenty of opportunities. And like I said, I don't see anything inherently wrong with switching it. I just think that it is going to be a drastic switch because it's obviously going. I mean, and I understand maybe they're doing it because they want to incentivize you and also to just generate more PvP because you're going to have to now essentially go out and attack if you want to be able to use your artifact skill, right? You can't just use it now and not without having to engage. So clearly, this is this is basically requiring you to actually go out and do more PvP. But it's big. I mean, this is a big change. And then we have adjusted the stealth effect of the artifact invisibility cloak before the modification. The Legion in the stealth effect could not be attacked. After the modification, the Legion could be attacked when they were seen too close. Could not be attacked. Oh, I see. After the I see. Okay, got it. So, So before they couldn't be attacked, stealth effect could not be attacked. After the okay, so basically if you get too close and some damage comes your way, you'll get hit. Adjusted the cooldown of the artifact Harlequin mask from 60 to 10 seconds to 90 to 30 seconds. Oh, wow. So, okay, so they increased it. Looks like by a third. I guess by a third on the top end. On the low end there, looks like a 300% increase. Adjusted the artifact Tears of Arbin. Remember, this is the I keep forgetting the Harley Quinn one, but this is the, and I bet you it's probably the one that's just right above there. But adjusted artifact Tears of Arbin. This is the 10 friendly legions getting healed. Before the adjustment, the effect applies to a maximum of 10 friendly legions within range. After the adjustment, the effect applies to a maximum of 4. Wow, so this is a big debuff that they're getting. I mean, don't get me wrong, right? I always thought 10 friendly legions was a lot, especially when you consider what Staff of Spring. Staff of Spring is a single target heal artifact, so it's only doing 1 legion. So when you kind of go from that to Tears of Arbin, and it's just up to 10, and this is one of the things, right? I don't necessarily see anything wrong with the up to 10. Let me point that out first. Do I think that that's a big jump from the epic artifact? I do. Now, could they come up with an epic artifact that maybe does, 2 or 3, and then Tears of Arbin kind of goes up to 10, right? And that makes a little bit more sense in that regard, sure. Though, I mean, again, you can tell with this, with the artifact rage change, with the healing skills, right, kind of being nerfed, it's just implying, right, it's kind of going in that more PvP direction. So, yeah, I mean, this is big. I mean, I think it would have been fine to go from 10 to 5. That makes, I think, a little bit more sense than maybe going to 4 because each person can have 5 legions, right, so you can kind of approach it from that mindset. But, yeah, wow, it's a big nerf. Adjusted the range of the artifact storm arrows from 15 to 20 to 15 to 30. Storm arrows, hey? Oh, wow, I actually wish I was already in. I really want to know the range. This is actually pretty cool. I just want to take a look real quick here because this is something that, oh, hang on, no, we'll do it this way. Okay, where's storm arrows? $10 says it's the arrow looking thing. Oh, so it's blink. Okay, yeah, so it's basically TP. And grants them rampage, increase their damage dealt. Yeah, okay. That's cool. I just want to make sure I had an idea on how that read. Okay. So, where am I right now? Tears of Arbin. Here we go. Storm arrows. Okay, so this is actually pretty cool. I like when they list what the range is. I wish they did this, and I'm gonna have to check, but I wish they did this on all like the AOE or the ranged artifacts, where they told you what the range was. I just think that'd be a lot nicer, and so this is cool. This kind of gives us an idea on what that max range is, but I would like those details to be listed for all the ranged artifacts. Slightly expanded the effective range of the skills of the following artifacts: Kingslayer, Swell in Space, Spring of Silence, Giant Spell, Gremlins, Warhammer, Freezing Ring, and Magic. They slightly expanded the effective range. Okay, so basically range has been increased. Slightly reduced the effective range of the skills of the following artifacts: Songbird, Feather, Spirit Bangle, Codex, Amulet of Glory, Boots of Swiftness, Breath of Gigantus, Everrise, Dragon Skill, Armor, Corotus, Rat, Tears, okay, wow, that makes sense. Shadow Blade, and Viola's Bow. Slightly extended the skill range of the following artifacts: Phoenix Eye, Breath of Gigantus, Tear of Arbin. Okay. No, we apologize wholeheartedly for these artifact adjustments and any inconvenience caused. After the version is officially released, we will issue additional reward to you. I mean, yeah, this is the thing. I don't think you need to apologize. I think what you should be saying is giving an explanation, right? An example of this would be explaining why you're making these changes. What is the data showing you? Why do you think this is good for the community? And why do you think this is good for the PvP that people are going to be playing in the game, right? As long as you give an explanation and a reasoning, regardless if it's going to be accepted by everyone, because it's probably not, that is always going to be more respected and appreciated because you're taking the time to explain your reasonings and your justifications for doing so. And then we finally get to number 3, which is, wherever my Agua is here, an even richer combat experience. So this one says, updated the target of the skill damage increased debuff effect caused by hero skills and talents, and the descriptions of some skill damage increase or decrease effects have been changed to hero skill damage increase decrease. Before the update, the skill damage buff debuff effect will apply to both hero and artifact skills. After the update, the skill damage buff debuff effect will only apply to hero skills. Oh, interesting. Got it. So again, a little bit more of a nerf. Updated, I get it. Updated the effective range of some heroes' range skills. Okay, interesting. Updated the circular range of Alistair's Spirit of Judgment skill. Reduced the circular range of Lilia's Flames of Vengeance. What else? Ice. Ice. What else? Ice Breath and Craig's Fragmentation Bolt skills. Updated the effective. Oh, I see. Reduced the circular range. Okay. Updated some hero skills. Updated Lilia's skill, Witchy Wiles. Before the update, if the target legion is scorched, when Lilia's Legion launches a normal attack, there is a chance to refresh the effect and apply the burning effect to one surrounding enemy legion. After the update, if the target legion is scorched when Lilia launches a normal attack, they have a chance to refresh this effect and scorch two nearby enemy legions. Okay, so a little bit of a buff there. Updated Lilia's Awakening skill, Burning Blood. The chance of scorching has been adjusted from 100% to 50%. Okay, so kind of a balance compensation, I guess, piece there. That seems like a lot, though, to me, to go. I mean, I get it going from 1 to 2 enemy legions, but, that's flat. Chance percentage is always going to be chance. So, maybe 100 to 75%, could have been something to try first, or maybe between 60 and 75. Updated Haas skill, No Quarter. The increase in HP has been adjusted from 10 to 20% to 10 to 30%. Oh, wow, so a little bit more. All damage increases have been adjusted from 10 to 30 to 3 to 10. Seems like a bigger nerf than a buff. So, okay. Oh, gosh, the apologies, dude. You guys are killing me with this stuff. Updated the rally and garrison capacity of some levels. The level 1 pass has been adjusted to 600,000, and the level 2 pass has been adjusted to 800,000. Reduced the strength of Darkling Legion's garrison in level 1 and 2. Okay, got it. So they increased the caps there for the units, but they just lowered some of the strength. I mean, okay. I guess. Have to see how that one works. I don't actually think. I mean, this is the thing, right? Is that usually remember, it's never that you can't take a pass immediately. It's that sometimes you can, and sometimes you just have to wait, right? Even if you can't take a pass the moment it opens, it doesn't mean that your alliance isn't strong. It just means that you might have to wait. Maybe you're close to taking it, but you just need a couple more days or a week to power up, or to have someone that has a large enough capacity to get upgraded, right? So sometimes it's just a timing delay. Okay, number 4. Oh, wow, we're actually almost done. So more details on seasons. Added the new quests Unscarred, Unparalleled Bravery, and Garlands of Praise to the Augur Stone. Wow, so we're seeing 3 new. Okay. I wonder if this is just an attempt to extend the seasons, so it just makes more sense as far as timing-wise goes. Updated the counting method of the quests. The Misty Lands and Crown of Justice. Before the update, the number of mists dispelled and the number of Darkling patrols defeated before the quest starts were added to the quest progress. After the update, the number will only be added to the quest progress after the quest starts. That makes sense. I can understand that. Number 5, other improvements. Optimize the saved amount and time of different types of mails. Oh, okay. I hope this is an improvement, right? I mean, I like saving mails. Optimize the artwork of Astrologer Camp, Trader Camp, and Adventure. Okay, so that's it. Here I got Galore is welcome to feedback. All players who give feedback before the update goes live will receive a reward from the Merchants Guild within 5 days of the update. Yeah, so dude, get those in there. Your pal and business partner, Kella, call the Dragons team. Okay. Awesome, man. There's a lot of stuff in here. Okay, so real quick, we're just going to take a look at the 2 last adjustment and compensation mails. So this one is the Lilia skill. Oh, man. So, okay, here we go. Wow, so they actually did give... Okay, maybe they did give an explanation. It just wasn't in that mail. I don't think there's anything different here. No, but they did give an explanation. Let's see what they say. This hero update is designed to help better balance unit types and heroes. Convenience, purchase... a compensatory reward will be distributed to every lord who has purchased an honor exclusive of any level before the update, of which the content will depend on the honor exclusive you purchased. Okay, so this is, I don't want to say it's a cop-out, right? But I would have appreciated a little bit more of an explanation. I think everyone would have. And then we have the artifact adjustment and compensation rewards, right? So let me see if they give... I think everything here is pretty standard. Just mechanisms from artifacts. Cancel. Yep, no, they did. Yeah, this is just kind of a copy-paste, it looks like. Yeah. And then, yeah, they didn't really give any additional... Okay, so that's pretty much it. So with that in mind and where we're at, please let me know in the comments down below, what do you guys think about this update? First off, I just want to point out, I want to say this is overall, I still think another good update, right? Despite some of what we could argue are heavier nerfs or debuffs buffs, there is, good content that's coming, and finally we're going to be able to get more of kind of a pure Zone 3. We'll see if there's going to be some type of king tools that you're going to get access to, right, once you capture the final behemoths or get them. Hopefully we'll get another update soon on kind of how the seasons are going to play out, because remember, there's really not anything here that's giving us more information on the seasons, right? We're just basically kind of getting more things that are added to Augerstone and then some adjustments or updates. But hopefully once this update goes live, the game will be just in a more kind of increased foundational state. And then the hope from there is that we'll actually hear something on, again, how the mergers are going to work, that it's kind of alluded to at this point. Are we going to finally get a look at what Season 2 is going to look like once that changes, right? There are still some important questions, right? Will migration ever be a thing? Right? Those are important things, important areas and topics that we still don't really know yet when it comes to kind of the game's life going forward, and what features may or may not be released. But I will say that I do like the update still. I still think it's trending in a good positive direction overall. We'll just have to wait until November 3rd, and then, what is going to eventually come after that. And will they release another server right at that point? Will they maybe release 2 servers? Right, so those are still some of the unknown, but hopefully we'll find out more after the update hits. And then once it does, right, anything that we can show you guys off in-game after for the kind of post-update, right, live view, we definitely will. With that being said, that is it for me. As always, let me know what you guys think of those comments down below. Until next time, as always, I'll catch you later.